Hello and welcome to Motors for the Masses in what is another product review. However, this one is different from the last one. So, without any further ado, let's roll the intro and get cracking. So let's see what's in the box. Well, I've been sent another dash mounted situation from Carpuride. However, this one is not for a car. This one doesn't show on there. It's for a motorbike. Yes, it's a dash system for a motorbike. So let's unwrap it and have a look, see what we've got, shall we? Okay, waterproof navigator, it says. How do I get in it? It's Bluetooth. It's the IP67. It's got a TF card in it, voice controls, music, phone link, true calls, listen to music, real-time navigation. Basically, it connects to your phone. Now, I don't know about you. I'll talk to you whilst I'm trying to get in this. I don't know about you, but I bought a motorcycle sat-nav simply because having my phone on the dash was awkward and small and cumbersome, and I didn't want to be distracted by going, where is it, where is it? It just wasn't big enough. So this to me is perfect because you haven't got to worry about looking down at your phone or have two systems, your phone and a sat nav, so you haven't got two things mounted on your handlebars. You've just got the one and your phone's in your pocket like it usually is. So let's open the box and see what we've got inside. Okay, it's nicely packaged. I'm guessing this is the screen under here. Oh, it's a nice big screen. Wow, that's a good size. I like that. With the ball attached to the back and the little screen protector for the sun, so the sun doesn't glare on the outside. On the outside, you know what I mean? Oh, hello. Okay, so we've got a fused wire, a USB cable by the looks of it, yeah, so that obviously plugs into USB, the mount, a spare fuse in case the fuse blows, the manual, and a little pointless spanner. Like one of those stupid Allen keys you get in a wardrobe set. Good for one use only, and then it wears away because it's made of really cheap, flimsy metal. So, I don't know why I'm unwrapping that. So yeah, you've got a USB connector, and then that is the connector that goes into the dash cam. So basically you've got two ways of wiring it up. You can either hardwire it to the bike like so, or undo this little connector on here, thusly plug in this one, where's the little knobble? Oh, it's that side. Should have my glasses on really. Yes, I wear glasses. Supposed to. And then do it up like so. So you can just plug it into a USB, as I say, or you can hardwire it to the bike. I love the size of that. Look at that. That is huge. So on the mount side, you've got a handlebar mount. I quite like these mounts because they're usually very secure. Oxford use these kind of mounts as well, so you Obviously undo those, stick it around your handlebars. You've got the protector to protect your bars on there, which is plastic, but like a soft touch plastic. And then that goes on your bar, and then that mounts onto there like so. And you've got all kinds of maneuverability on it as to, depends where you want it. So either in the middle, right in front of your clocks, not ideal, to the side. But I love the size of it, that is brilliant. Ideal for adventure bike. I might even stick it on my Triumph. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Yeah, not my Triumph Explorer, because that's gone, long gone. But my Triumph Speed Triple. It'll be interesting to see what it's like on there. Although I don't have a USB on there. I don't know, I might see if I can wangle a bike from someone and stick it on there, because it's easy. As long as it's got a USB, I can stick it on any bike. So I might contact a company and see if I can wangle a bike for a couple of hours. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So we'll stick it on anything. So watch this space and see what's coming. In fact, it's coming in a minute. But first of all, let's look at this manual. Okay, so we've got touchscreen, 7-inch wireless CarPlay, Android Auto touchscreen for motorcycle IP67. It's waterproof, it's Bluetooth and TF audio. The instructions are pretty simple. Very easy to read. Very simple on how to plug it in, what the features are, etc., etc., and how to Bluetooth it to your phone. Yes, very nice indeed. I like that. Right then, let's get it on a bike. I wonder what it'll be. So before we get out and test this on the road, I just want to show you the back and the sides of this. Now this is it's screwed on here, screws all around here, so it's nice and secure, nice and waterproof. This mount as well, it's not one of those clip-in mounts that you're worried about it's going to fall off if you go too fast. No more than 70, obviously. So it's nice and secure on there. You've got nothing on this side. The wire is seated in there really well, but you have on here, now you've got the on-off button here. Obviously it won't turn on because it's not plugged in, and you've got the TF card in here. Now that is screwed in, so we're going to open that and make sure the card is in there. Obviously you've got to undo this to take the card out, but let's have a look. And I'm not seeing a card. It says refers to microSD card slot that supports up to 64 gigabytes for playing music. So you don't actually get a card with this one. Okay, all right. Well, these cards aren't expensive, so I'm not really that bothered. However, I am glad that I opened it to check. Okay, no massive drama. So then here we have a 64 gigabyte card. Let's slot that in and make sure it goes in the right way. Can't see a picture. Does it go that way? No, that feels wrong. So it goes in with a picture facing up if you've got it that way. Yeah, there we go. Put it in with a screwdriver because it goes in quite deep. There, locked in place thusly. All right, put that back. I would say that this is maybe a little bit fiddly, but at least it's secure. I mean, obviously you do have to take it out. There's no USB slot to be able to take the information off that, but I assume the only reason why you would need to take that off is to change it if it's full. Why would it ever be full? And why is it whenever you drop these little things on the floor, they don't go where you think they go? You hear it bounce and you think it bounced behind you under the chair. Turns out it's the other side of the dining room table. Crazy. Anyway, as I say, once it's in, it's in. You wouldn't really need to take it out. As I say, you only need to take it out really to put anything on it if you want something on the dash, like music, I guess. Because it's not an actual dash cam or anything like that, so it's not as if you're taking footage off it. There we go.
So then, I have come down to Superbike Warehouse in Great Yarmouth today, and they've kindly lent me this. This is the LEXMOTO Pioneer 500X brand new bike, and it should be an ideal candidate for this dash system. We've got a 12-volt supply on here and a USB, so we shall wire it up, stick it on the handlebars, and give it a go. Right. Okay, so at this stage, all I'm able to show you is that it's mounted. As you can see here, hopefully, that it's flashing. It's just flashing Carpuride. And I have to say, it flashes very nicely. However, I think the 12-volt supply on this bike is not powerful enough to run it properly. So I am in search of a 12-volt cigarette lighter type supply. Of course, it's that usual scenario. I know I've got many of them at home, and it's that, yeah, I saw it there. Oh no, it's not there. Oh no, I know where I saw it there. No, it's not there. And I've spent 20 minutes looking for one, given up, so I've come down to my local Poundland, and of course they don't sell them at the moment because they've sold out. Unbelievable. So I'm now going back to Superbike Warehouse to see what they can do to help me with this situation. What you can see is when it's in the sun, it doesn't affect the screen. You can still see quite nicely. So when the sun is glaring on it, which you'll see in a second, you can still see the flash of the Carpuride. There it is, look. There it is. Unbelievable. So I think the bike 12-volt supply is not up to scratch. That is something you need to be mindful of, obviously, when you buy one of these, is to make sure that the power supply is powerful enough to run it, which is a shame. And I know these work very nicely because I've got one in the car. So hopefully they can sort it out. We'll find out in a minute. What I will say, as a side note, is that I'm very impressed with this bike. LEXMOTO Pioneer 500X rides very nicely. It's very comfortable, very smooth, and it picks up really well, to be honest. Easily hits the speed limits and beyond, no problem at all. I would actually go as far to say that I put this on par with the Honda CB500X. It rides equally as nicely. It's very planted on the road, it's very easy to manoeuvre, very good gearing, very good gear change, very light clutch, really nice to ride. It's quite low as well, quite low seat height. I'm 5'10.5" with a 31.5 inches inside leg, and I am seated very easily on the seats, both feet flat on the floor, with a knee bent, so it's very easy to ride. I do like this. It's very nice, actually. Very light bike as well. I should put some specs up along the side in a second, but it's a shame you can't see that. If I get it right in the sun, look, it still does light up quite nicely, so it's very easy to see. The sun does not deflect off it at all. Such a shame. Hopefully they'll be able to sort it out for me in a minute, but Yeah, easy to mount. I mean, I can put it anywhere I like. I can move it up here. I think it'll probably be a bit better. But where it is right now is fine. I can still see the rev counter, and I can still see the speedo. Come on, the light is green. There we go. Unbelievable. So I would like to report how this fares. I mean, let's be honest, I haven't Bluetoothed it to my phone yet, simply because I haven't been able to switch it on long enough. However, I should think it's very easy compared to the fact that it dash in the car. But yeah, it's nice to ride. I'm not talking about the bike, am I? I'm talking about the dash. See, look how it easily goes around corners. Oh, I need to go down again as well. We'll see what this is like on the pickup. So let us pull onto the dual carriageway and see whether it stays in place. Well, I've got a little bit of deflection here from the front screen. So I'm quite pleased with the way this bike picks up. It's very blustery today, and I am being blown around, but not so much on the bike as I thought I would be. It seems to be sitting here quite planted on the road. I've got some gusty blasts coming as I go past gaps in the hedges. It's not really affecting me at all. And the dash is seated there really, really well. It's not moving in the wind one little bit. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Right then, let's get back to Superbike Warehouse and see if they can get me up and running with this, or I might have to pop down and find a USB converter from somewhere else. So what I will say is, if you are interested in this bike, have a look in the link in the description below. Pop along to Superbike Warehouse and have a look. I'm actually really pleasantly surprised by this. Great little bike for a 500. A2 compatible bike. Very simple to ride. Very planted, very comfortable. Does what it says on the tin quite nicely. So I popped back to Superbike Warehouse. You may remember Jamie. Look, there's Jamie. Hey! Popped back to Superbike Warehouse and they've sorted me out with another bike. So here we are with the good old favourite, the MOTO MORINI Escape 650. And I'm now pairing this device with the Carpuride. Yes, okay, paired. I was done. I don't need to push anything. Wow, that's quick. That was seconds. Right, excellent. Right, so that's now paired. Just go onto the settings and click the Wi-Fi. Connect Wi-Fi on there, yes, and then go onto the phone. So on the settings, I've done the Bluetooth connection. Go on to Wi-Fi connect, click on that, enter the password. So the Wi-Fi is connected, the Bluetooth is connected. I love this bike, so it's a good one to put me on. Right, we shall get it out on the road, because now the dash works fine. Look, there it is. So it turns out, unfortunately, the little LEXMOTO USB was not up to power. Oh, I do like this bike, I really do. Right, so now you can see, look, in the glaring sun, you can see the sun glaring off the mirror, and that dash looks absolutely fine on there. That is really nice. Fantastic. So let's have a look at the displays. Will my finger work? I haven't tightened it up very much because I just want to have a quick ride about to see what it's like. So yeah, I can change the display on and off if I want to. Go into the settings quite nicely. Backlight, I can change the backlight if I want to. So yeah, I can use it whilst riding. And that looks really good on there. Obviously I haven't mounted it brilliantly because I'm only going around the block at the moment now, but very pleased with that. Really like that. Now ideally, I suppose the best thing if you're going to keep this on your bike is to hardwire it with the easiest thing. But it does work through the USB, no problem. It's plugged into the USB now, not the 12-volt cigarette lighter arrangement, just a USB, and it is working really well. So I'm very pleased with that. I won't show it, but obviously connecting to my phone is quite simple, just like with the other one. All the instructions are in there, very easy to do. I really like how that sits there. Really easy to see, lovely and clear. Now if you're interested in this, please have a look in the description below. You'll see my links and my discount codes, and you can get yourself a nice discount on one of these. The price will be on there as well. Have a look in the description below. Price is now flashing out at the bottom here also. Great, pulled out into traffic, so I'm going to turn around. But there, you don't need to see much, or you've seen it actually sitting on a dash quite nicely, and now you've seen it working on a dash quite nicely. So I'm pleased with that. I like that a lot. Now I'm also going to be doing a trip soon. I'm going to nip up north, up to Darlington area, somewhere around there, and Superbike Warehouse are kindly going to lend me a nice Triumph 888 Explorer, or a Triumph Tiger, sorry, 888. So we shall nip up there on that and see how that fares on a nice journey. I do like the Tiger. As you know, I had the Explorer 1215 and I got rid of it because it was just too heavy. But these 888s are significantly lighter and much nicer machines, I think, simply because they are lighter. Obviously once you're riding, the 1215 was a fantastic bike, but I'm keen to see what this 888 is like. So we'll be back very soon with a ride out on that, and that's a nice journey up to north, a good few hundred miles there and a good few hundred miles back. So fantastic. I really like that, the Carpuride IP67. And there we are, back at Superbike Warehouse, and I'm very pleased with how they've managed to sort me out. I popped in there and said, any chance you can sort me out? And he went, yeah, not a problem, jump on this. So I did, grabbed a bike, and there we go. So obviously the USB isn't live all the time on here. So what I'm going to do now is just plug this in, now it's connected, and see how quickly it loads up in real time. So there you go, that loads up the main screen. The phone is in front there, so it should connect quite quickly, hopefully. You can see the Bluetooth is not connected yet, but we'll see how long it takes to connect to the phone. Real time doing this, so you can see, there you go, it's about 7 or 8 seconds connected to the phone. Let's click on Android Auto and it should go straight to the maps. And there we go, straight to the maps. Yeah, pleased with that. Okay, that's really good. If you want to get back to the menu, you can just click on that and it takes you back to what your phone frontage should look like. Not all the apps are there, obviously, but the main ones. The phone, the sat nav, that's pretty much all you need. WhatsApp, if you've got voice recognition set up on that. So yeah, very good, very simple, very easy to use. Straight back to the main menu if you want to, and then if you want to go back on the settings, you can change the backlight if you want, so you can change the brightness up and down. I quite like it nice and bright. Obviously if it's at night time you probably want it a little bit less than that, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. So it's a very impressive bit of kit. Display off, so if you're riding along and you don't want it on but you still want it connected, there you go, just touch it back on again and display off if you want. So for a second I just want to explain about IP67, what it means. Well, the international protection, IP6, means it's completely dust proof, which is why it's all
screwed in all the way around, and 7 means it's waterproof for short periods of water ingress. So if you have it on your bike and you've got a rainfall, then it's going to be protected. Obviously if you ride underwater, then it's dangerous for one, and 2, it won't be protected. But if you're riding underwater, then there's something seriously wrong. So you cannot use it on a jet ski, probably. Unless, of course, you're very good at a jet ski and you don't get covered in water, then it's probably fine. But for the purpose of motorbikes, it'll be fine, I'm sure.
I like that a lot. As you can see, sits there on the dash quite nicely. You can mount it anywhere you like. I personally think I would have it further up, a little bit out to the left a bit, so I can see the dash better. But that is nice. So, again, big thank you to Superbike Warehouse for sorting me out with the bike. And Carpuride, thank you for sending me the dash. And that's it. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll be back next time with another video very soon. So until next time, please ride and drive carefully, but have fun. Bye bye.